Poker is not just about having good cards, it is also about knowing when to apply pressure and when to control the size of the pot. So, what is a triple barrel bluff? A triple barrel bluff is when a player bets on the flop, bets again on the turn, and then fires one more time on the river with a weak hand or a hand that likely cannot win at showdown. This is an aggressive move. It tells a story. You are representing strength and trying to make your opponent, who likely has a stronger hand, to fold. But here's the thing, you should not triple barrel bluff just because you feel bold. A good triple barrel bluff usually works best when one or more of these factors are present. First, you have blockers to strong hands your opponent could have. Second, the board changes in a way that helps the story you are telling. Third, your opponent seems capped, weak, or uncomfortable. And fourth, your line, also known as your story, makes sense from start to finish. The fourth point is arguably the most important. If you do not tell a good story, you absolutely will not pull off a triple barrel bluff successfully. For example, let's say you raise before the flop, bet a king-high flop with 2 to a flush on the board, bet again when the turn brings an ace, and then shove or bet big on the river when a scary card completes possible straights or flushes. Notice that at no point did we discuss what cards you have. That's because they're irrelevant. You're trying to tell the story that you are holding cards that would give you a flush, or, at worst, a straight. If your opponent has been calling but looks like they are hanging on with one pair, that river barrel may get the fold. Now, let's talk about when you should simply call. Calling is often the better choice when your hand has showdown value. That means your hand might actually be good enough to win without turning it into a bluff. If you have a medium-strength hand, like second pair or top pair with a weak kicker, blasting away may only get called by better hands and fold out worse ones. That is not ideal, unless you want to lose money. Calling also makes sense when, first, you risk villain re-raising if you raise their bet. Second, the board is not great for bluffing. Third, you are unsure whether your opponent can fold to increased aggression. For example, if they're a calling station. Or fourth, your hand is too good to bluff but not strong enough to raise for value. Here is the big idea. Triple barrel bluff when your story is believable and folding out better hands is realistic. Just call when your hand still has value and raising would only isolate you against stronger holdings. In poker, aggression is powerful, but reckless aggression burns money. Sometimes the best move is to tell a strong story. Sometimes the best move is to let your opponent keep talking smack with their betting patterns. Thanks to PokerPal Academy, you now know when you should triple barrel bluff or simply call. Until next time, run good, learn lots, and have fun!